I noticed a little bird had been taking a suspicious amount of interest in my front door wreath, leaving behind sticks, grass, and what I could only assume were early blueprints for a nest. While we were gone for 2 days, that bird apparently decided the wreath would make a perfect place to raise a family. The only problem, our front door is not exactly a peaceful woodland retreat. Between constant door opening, a very enthusiastic 4-year-old, and daily chaos, I worried eggs or baby birds would not stand much of a chance there. Since the nest was still brand new and there weren't any eggs yet, I decided to work quickly and create a safer little bird neighborhood instead. I rushed to Home Depot hoping to find a birdhouse, but the only one they had was a tiny bluebird house, and this mysterious bird clearly had bigger real estate dreams. The nest was way too large. But then I spotted a cute feeder and suddenly had a vision. What if I turned the feeder into a cozy little nesting cottage instead? So naturally, that's exactly what I did. I picked a shaded spot nearby with good airflow and protection from the wind, basically the bird version of a desirable real estate location. Then the neighborhood cat showed up for a visit and reminded me that this thing definitely needed to be mounted high up away from predators. After giving the cat a little head scratchies, of course, priorities, I drilled some holes in the bottom of the future bird cottage and attached what I think is technically a toilet flange to connect to the PVC pole. Nothing says luxury bird housing quite like plumbing supplies. Then I realized the bolts were too short, and since I had gone to Home Depot already twice today, I refused to make a third trip. I rummaged through my husband's tools and found some longer screws that sort of worked. Were they perfect? No. Did they work anyway? Also, no idea. But we moved forward confidently. Next came the fun part, turning the feeder into an actual little cottage. I used my laser cutter to make wooden sides and even added tiny windows for airflow. I named it the Cozy Cottage in hopes the birds would feel more at home, even though I'm fairly certain birds cannot read. I also added a solid wall on the east side to help block the morning sun, because apparently I've become an unpaid bird contractor now. And because I'm an extremely nosy neighbor, I decided I absolutely needed a camera inside so I could watch any nesting activity without disturbing them. After several failed attempts involving nails and staples, I eventually resorted to hot glue. Will I regret that later? Maybe, but that sounds like a future me problem. Next, I spray painted the PVC pole with this hammered metal paint I found, and honestly, it looked surprisingly good. After digging a hole and setting everything up, it was finally time for the big moment, carefully transferring over the nest. I hated those screws sticking up inside, but honestly, birds build nests in some very questionable places, so this felt significantly safer than a frequently slammed front door. I carefully moved the nest over with gloves, trying not to disturb its shape too much. Amazingly, it transferred really well. Now there's a good chance the mama bird may abandon the nest since it was moved, but I'm really hoping she comes back. I'm leaving nearby nesting materials and food out to give her the best chance possible. And if she does return, her future babies will now be safe from curious 4-year-olds, busy front doors, and overly friendly neighborhood cats. So now we wait patiently to see if the Cozy Cottage gets any new renters. Follow along for any updates and possible new tiny tenants.